And welcome back to the World Rally Championship in the Canary Islands, the Isla de Canaria. Yeah, my pronunciation is absolutely shocking, but not as shocking as Hyundai's rally so far. It's been an absolute disaster. Now, there is a bit of hope. I think towards the end of the Friday, they seem to kind of get things under control, but we have never seen such domination from Toyota for quite a while. So, I mean, we're just looking at this. Rally stage wins. We'll get into that compared to 23 to 2025. But the leaders overnight, Kalle, Rovanperä, as we kind of suggested was possible after the shakedown, is very much leading the rally, and quite significantly so after SS6 out of 18. So this is what I mean by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count them on your hands in terms of dominant Toyota at the World Rally Championship in the Isla Canaria. Rovanperä, the leader. OJ 26 seconds down. Evans about 36 seconds down. Pajari 55, and sadly Katsuta over a minute down, exactly 1 minute 6 seconds. But still, massive exclamation mark, a kick in the teeth, and I think kicking the sand in the eyes as well of that poor Hyundai team. And Adrian Formo's come out and saying we are running out of ideas. Hyundai have already tried to change their setup from morning to afternoon, and it's not really worked. At one point they weren't working their tyres enough with the hard tyres, to the point where some people suggested they're looking brand new. And then they went maybe too much the other way, where they were overheating their tyres too much. What are Hyundai going to do? Because the biggest disappointment is this is the new Hyundai, the Go Faster Hyundai, the Hyundai with Go Faster bits on. What on earth is doing? And Hyundai remaining quite tight-lipped. Now, in terms of dominance, this is Rally Estonia in 2023, where all the stage wins were a certain Finnish driver. And Rally Canaria in 2025, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All stage wins won by Kalle Rovanperä. We haven't seen that domination since 2023 Estonia. So this is what Dervish is saying. Why Hyundai is struggling so much. Hyundai's two world champions painted a difficult picture as they're pretty much near the bottom of the timesheets. So Neuville, like every Rally 1 driver in the World Championship, is required to talk to the media when coming back to service. But they're saying not much was said as Dervish engaged him during the first media zone after Friday morning stages. He was too busy taking the ears off François Zever, Hyundai's technical director, and the team's chief engineer. After those three stages, remember, 3 stages, not a whole rally, because he's almost behind like he was as if he'd driven a whole rally, 45.4 seconds down. He was at that point, and he said it's not going fast, which is yeah, absolutely no way. Teammate Formo was the only Hyundai driver looking a tiny bit more decent at the time, who was sitting 34.2 seconds down from the lead. I mean, he was more upbeat, partly because he knew how to steer clear of Neuville and Ott Tänak. I mean, let's be fair. Ott Tänak is not the happiest of guys at the best of times, and this clearly is not the best of times for Hyundai. He said this morning, this was Formo this morning. I just tried to stay a bit away from them because I know they're quite angry. That's Formo. But now I will definitely speak to them and see what we can do. Now, the debrief we all predicted, as Dirtfish did, is going to be an interesting one. None of us will be privy to it, he says, but Formo did explain in broad terms what's amiss with the Hyundai. He said, we miss grip globally. Yep, grip all around the world, apparently. The car is a bit nervous also, so we should claim this well, they need to claim the grip, but we should calm this down a little bit. He said I saw sometimes when it's a combination of corners going left, right, the car is not reactive enough, and in those stages when it's not perfect, then you lose 1/10 there, 1/10 here, and then you have 10,000 corners during the weekend, you lose 10,000 times a tenth, and at the end you have 1 minute. Now, in terms of that Neuville, this is from rallyjournal.com, they're remaining tight-lipped. They obviously clearly fell off the pace. As we know, they're not particularly looking good. It became evident at the first very stage of reports, and by the time the crews returned to service, Tänak was down in 7th place, Neuville 8th. The gap to Rovanperä had grown to over 40 seconds. How much? Neuville asked upon hearing of his 45-second definite. The 2024 reigning and defending world champion. The Belgian tried to find some positives. He said, we got through the 3 stages. We had no technical issues. So that's already a good point. But obviously, the speed wasn't there. So we want to give a another try this afternoon, and according to Nouveau, Hyundai's Rally 1 car still needs significant development for track like tarmac rallies. I don't know where to start, he says. The list is too long. We're just going to focus this afternoon and see if we can manage something to find a bit more speed. At least it'll be a fight with my teammates. Yeah, that's true. He's kind of like on a rally. They're like you got Rally 1, which is pretty much the Toyotas, then Rally 1.5, which is the other rally cars, and then you've got Rally 2, which is all a bit kind of like depressing. Even AG Rally on Facebook is saying top 10 perfect days for Toyota. A huge difference between all three teams, mainly due to the hard tyres. Little action and no dramatic turns during the day, which I guess is good. Top 10, yeah, perfect day. That is, you got Rovanperä 26.8 seconds ahead. Then you got Evans. I mean, it's just, you know, Katsuta's down, Nouvel's down, Tanak's down, Formo, and then even worse is Monster and McLaren. I mean, wow, it's just an absolute joke, isn't it? It is not good at all. So there we go. So Hyundai suffering pretty much an absolute near disaster on the first day of the rally. Hopefully they can get their homework, they can do something overnight. We're going to have our fingers crossed. Hope is all they can do at the moment. The H stands for hope at the moment at Hyundai as we're finishing up Friday's running, going into Saturdays. We'll have our fingers crossed. If you are not subscribed, though, please give us a subscribe. It at least gives me a big fat smile. If you are already subscribed, comment below. Let us know what you think about the tyre issue that is currently terrorising Hyundai. And until then, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon, but above all else, stay safe.